What's good, horror fam? It's your boy Sir Sturdy, and I want to give a big shout out to Sir Sturdy slashers out there. I know you guys are out there slicing and dicing through these horror films just like we are. And tonight, do we have a treat for all of you? Yes, we do. And that film is Perfect Blue. Yes, this cover may seem or look peaceful to some, but this movie is far from that. And I cannot wait to discuss this film. I cannot wait to just tell you guys and have this conversation and listen to these gentlemen that are going to be on with us tonight talking about the intensity of this film. This film pulls zero punches, none whatsoever. It doesn't even know what punches are to pull. It doesn't know what pull punches means. No, it's not in his vocabulary. And I hope you guys have seen this film. If not, I would advise you to watch the film first and then come back and watch this. And tonight, I have a great cast with me. I have a great group of guys. I'm gonna kick it off with you guys know him, you guys love him. You guys see him on Popcorn and Pints with me every single week. We never know what the hell he's going to say, but he's going to say something. And that, my friends, is James.
AKA God.
Well, I'm not ever going to say that. That's just not ever going to say that. But what's good, James? How's it going? How you doing?
Doing good. How's it going, Mick?
Glad to have you here. What's good? Shout out to the Scene Snobs. Glad to have you here. Shit, man. What's new?
Not much, man. Just relaxing, watching some movies.
I was chilling, relaxing, watching some movies. And then we have our foreign correspondents. This man is just... He surprises you every fucking week. Yeah, I know I was not going to slur for a little bit, but I can't help myself. Every week, this man surprises us, and I love him for it, and we all do. The Professor T, Trevor of Ambassador Radio, was also here with us.
Thank you very, very much.
How's it
But
going?
I would like you to call me now Shaolin Monk of Stoughtonville.
There you go.
Shaolin Monk of Stoughtonville. I will try to remember
He's
that.
He's going to go by God. I'm going to go by that.
Well, I'm not calling him God.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about like carving something and like, doing the Prince thing, but didn't have enough time.
I do like what you said. I forgot the name, but if I get it down, I
forgot
got
already. It's the Shaolin Monk of Stotterville, right?
Stotterville or something.
Stotterville.
And then we have this guy right here. He's a multi-streamer. He's very, very talented at what he does. He does podcasting over here with us. He has his own show, Midnight Matinee, which is Punkcast needs to bring it back, or I'm just gonna tell his mom on him. That's it. That's it. Puerto Ricans are terrified of their mothers. But no, seriously though, he's a gamer. He streams. He does motivational Mondays. He does all kinds of shit. And he's one of the loudest people I know. And that, my friends, is Worst Damn Gamer.
The loudest person I know.
He's one of them. He knows it.
What's happening, everybody?
How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
What's good, man? What's good? But yeah, we're all here for Perfect Blue. And we're actually here for this film in particular because of Trevor. I have to give him credit for this. This movie was, to say the least, intense. Intense. But it had a story to it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, oh shit. This feels like, and no disrespect to animated movies, because I feel like you get that with a lot of them with a good story. It just takes a good story and it just feels like a film. Whether it's live action or animated, it just feels like a film, a really good film. And this was one of those.
When you decided to do this, it kind of scared me because yet again, this came out in 97. And so early 2000s was like the first time, maybe twice I saw it. And I hadn't since. I just knew I really loved it. And then you popped it up and I'm like, oh shit, I hope this is as good as I remember. And I felt better when I looked up, and this film, I think, still has an 83 percentile.
That's crazy.
On Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, and it's like crazy. So that tells you how good this anime from 1997 is.
I also trusted you with this movie because you said you're not a big anime fan. But so if
Mhm.
an anime movie got your attention, you really liked it, you
Mhm.
know it's gonna be something.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because you were telling us how you weren't like really big with anime, but then this one film you mentioned since we mentioned this whole anime thing, like after we got the wheel together and stuff,
Mhm.
you mentioned this film. I don't know if somehow it came up on an episode or what, but ever since whatever that was, you've been talking about this film. So I'm just like, listen, we
Mhm.
need to check this film out.
Yeah. It's a film that surpasses any genre or any format. And that's one of the things I did remember about it is that I finished watching it way back then, and it definitely was an anime, and it's very self-aware of its anime-ness, but it felt just like this frightening perfect story.
Mhm.
And it didn't have, I mean, you could change it to live action like that. Uh, Especially if
Oh
you
yeah,
look at, like, there's a lot of influence Argento and Aronofsky and things like that. But no, it's a solid banger of just excellent filmmaking that just happens to be an anime.
Mhm.
yeah, agreed, agreed.
Hmm.
Now, Trevor, would this be one of your favorite animes?
I
Would it
would
be fair
say
to?
definitely.
I was gonna say, would it be fair to say that? Definitely.
Mhm. Oh yeah, especially after revisiting it and having it, not just be as good as I remembered, but it was even better.
Oh,
I mean, and I
that says a
luckily was
lot.
able to watch it on a service that I actually saw it with no commercials.
Nice.
And that was not that it's a huge difference, but how much fractured identity and reality is important to this film.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Having chunks taken out really messes with what is the truly chaotic but somewhat logical flow.
Mhm.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I
Agreed.
was very lucky to be able to find that.
The
Yeah,
ho
same here actually.
the
Mhm,
horror-ish side of anime, this is on my top,
mhm,
Is on your top.
for, like, horror the horror side of anime.
I mean, I'll say with this one, I've been having a good time just with this whole animated journey we've been going on because I'm trying to get more into anime. Like I'm just like I'll say like a casual, if that. I do love it, but it's like I don't watch enough of it to say like
mhm,
I'm a big fan of it. This, that, and the third. Like I can say for horror. Well, I can say I'm a fan, I guess, because I enjoy it. But you know what I mean, as far as like the deep fan of it. But I am trying to get into it. This movie was fucking awesome.
Mhm.
Like I gave this. I'm ready to give you guys my rating. I gave this movie a 9. This movie was awesome. This movie was really good. The story is again. You get the intensity of the story, and you get the feels for it, and you're just like, what the fuck? There's a lot of crazy shit that goes on. I'm gonna try to figure out another word for it. There's a lot of stealing that goes on, and you guys know what I mean when I
mhm,
say that. And I wasn't expecting it, but like the way it happens, it's so intense to where like it's not one of those things to where you could like how like some things where that happens with anime, maybe not that particular thing, but certain things that happen in anime you can kind of pull away from it because it's animated. The
mhm,
intensity of this film, the way this story is told, it feels so real.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to paint this with like say if you could paint this with a live canvas and make it a live action movie. You don't have to do that. Like Trevor
Mhm.
was saying, this would easily flip, same script, same everything, and be a live action movie. I feel
there is
like
one.
really.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out, but I just had to
This
throw that in
this
there.
remind me of a movie, and I couldn't think of the title. I wonder if it is the remake,
Is it a remake or is it a or do you
or
even
you know what
know?
I
I think
mean,
it's a
a live
remake.
action.
It's a live action remake that might pull more from the Perfect Blue Complete Metamorphosis books, but it's in the canon. It's just I did not know that even existed. So I'm not going to say check it out. It might be good.
Yeah,
So that was
because
something I stumbled on.
the story reminded of another movie. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I think I seen this in like in a live action, like this kind of story.
Mm,
So I was like,
Very
huh.
very similar to a lot of films of Brian De Palma.
Hmm.
There's so one of the major influences on this film. Now, couple really cool things. Satoshi Kon. This was his first full-on directing gig. First film directed by this dude. He then went on to do Tokyo Godfathers and also do the immensely award-winning Paprika. So this film has just got so much to it that I lost my train of thought. I'll be honest.
You gotta reel it back
Anybody
in.
remember it? I mean,
You got it, Trevor. You got it.
yeah. I don't.
What are your thoughts on this one though, Chris? Perfect Blue.
I actually enjoyed it. It has literally every level of wow factor and kind of just shock and awe in it to keep you going every time it feels like it starts to slow down a little bit. It really just keeps you there engaged. I had a good time with it. I'm my rating on this one was going to be close 9. I was like 8.5, 9. I'm gonna go with it on the 9.
You hit a 9 with this one.
Yep.
Okay. How about you, gentlemen? Trevor or James, whoever.
I'm giving this a 9. I'm also a 9. I really enjoyed this too.
About you, good sir?
I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Nice.
For the fact that it is this amazing film by a first-time director who, where I was going before, and the neurodivergence, did that thing, was that you mentioned about seeing things that were similar to this film. I mentioned Brian De Palma in films like Body Double and Blowout and things like that, but you also see to a little bit of an element of like Peeping Tom. But one that is very evident is the influence of Dario Argento. Dario Argento, there was even a scholarly book released in '91 called Broken Mirrors and Broken Minds. And honestly, there's no way you can check this, but that was done in '91. And that work of scholarly goodness that was done for Argento, I just saw so much of it in this film, which was done in '97. So I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm going to say, number one, he was a huge Argento fan, which unfortunately, Kon is no longer with us. He died. But I'm definitely say he was an Argento fan, and he was probably a massive movie nerd, because another great thing and why I'm giving it a 9.5 is this isn't just a great movie. This is a great movie for movie lovers.
I agree with that. And it's something how what you have a K-pop star who decides she wants to just change her career and go from being like in the K-pop group, like the most popular
Idol.
K-pop
Yeah.
group,
Idol.
like
Pop
an idol,
idol.
was it Cham,
Cham,
and go
yeah.
from that to wanting to just get in the film.
Actress, yeah.
And it starts off kind of nice, and then it just gets into, again, those type of scenes where people are taking things that don't belong to them, and it's like and it gets intense, like to the part to where in between shots the guy's apologizing and she's like, no, it's fine because it's just a movie. But like the intensity of it, and again, like you're seeing her face, and yes, it's animated, but it still feels like there's still pain there in the actress doing that role. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
But
I
then
feel like
she has her delusions and you think it's real. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on? Is this really happening to her now?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
But I
damn.
mean,
Is real.
but it's that's just such a wild twist right there. How they mix that and show the intensity of it, like with her, and I guess you would say acting, but then also her with like that flip you were just saying, James. It's like, is it real? Is it a movie? What's going on? What's going on in her head? What in the actual? Wow.
Yeah, they made it seem like she was losing it. Like her mind was like
She definitely is losing it. She has decided to leave the security of a kawaii trio music group, in which you learn in the film, they're called Chum, that they're kind of second tier, third tier, because she decides that she gets a taste of acting, and she decides that she wants to move out of a dying career in this like music group and move on to acting in a serial show that it at first looks like a logical thing to progress her career. And as it gets closer and closer to what actually happens in the film, a lot of the film is, Mima and Mima. Who is Mima? And that is one of the key things you mentioned there is that separation between old Mima, current Mima, and what we experience as Mima on the screen. Because you guys also mentioned the idea of things not being real. One of the things that you see when she's acting is at this point, her character in this TV show she's in has been put in a padded cell, and that character is actually the one who's the serial killer on the film. So yeah, that I'm not having a
Crazy.
good night.
It's crazy though.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
I enjoy it because to me, it's like a play into the whole psychological aspect of an actor creating that character and bringing them to
Mhm.
life, and them actually becoming them, and embodying them, and having that relayed to the camera for the project or whatever. So I mean, with her, she's already on kind of thin ice, and there's blurred lines as is. So now it's kind of like she's balanced between these characters she's playing, and then what is actually her life and what is reality. It was kind of cool.
It's not just her losing her mind. The one who's dressing up like her, the pop idol,
Yeah.
she
Kumi,
lost it.
her agent,
Yeah,
who
her
actually
agent.
was a failed pop star. And
Oh,
that's just like referenced really fast in the
Yeah.
movie.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like one line.
Oh,
It's crazy how like
roll the trailer. I know they
even
want to see the trailer.
even in like like how they showed it with the movie, how you talk how you're speaking how that agent was like in real
Mhm.
life, how people will really get so absorbed with somebody famous or pop, let's just say a pop star, to where they want to be them, and then it's just like, oh,
Mhm.
they left. No, I'm them. I was really them the whole fucking time. It's like, what's going on?
They even had
Like,
a stalker in this movie that played a key role.
It's
He
not
thought he
just
thought oh, he thought
Mima
the
who's
one.
having the identity crisis.
Yeah, the stalker.
Everybody in this film is having some level of
Something. Yeah.
identity crisis that
Yep.
ranges from, oh, I'm just questioning, to being a total and complete psycho.
Mhm.
But everybody does. And that's one of the things that makes this movie, it just pulls you in. And, at times it is on purpose confusing, but it just flows in such a way that, you can't look away. And as I was going to say kind of before, is, we talked about the reality of this. And there's a scene in which she's, playing her character. And as the police or FBI or whatever you want to call them based on that part of the world, say things, she's saying things back to them in a mirror that she can't hear. And in the last thing we see in this film, after everything is calmed down, everything is, she gets in her car and she looks up at the rearview mirror and says, I am real.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until I really thought about this ending that I really liked it. My first thought was like, oh, this is like an inclusion of some kind of humor. But then the more I thought about it, and I was like, oh, maybe none of this actually is real. Pick a character. It could be playing in any of their brains. But
Mm.
everybody is literally on the verge of shattering based on how much they are themselves versus what they feel people are pushing them to be. Because she wants to get out of that music industry, but she still holds on to it. I mean, one of the creepiest things about this movie is this whole use of a website which is created by Rumi actually, and the Me-Mania, the creepy looking guy who does a lot of killings, is actually just being manipulated
Mm-hmm.
by Kumi as Mima, and that is a whole mess with identity. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a movie that just keeps on giving, and yeah, I like it.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
liked it being totally ambiguous at the
Mm-hmm.
end.
Agree. All right, we gotta watch the trailer for Grandizer.
Ooh, cool. Okay, so there's Mima, and that's Shram.
There was some parts where I couldn't, I didn't know what's real or not. Like I couldn't figure it out. It's like, did she really get the naked pictures done?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did.
Okay, so it was real.
James,
Okay.
before I forget, and I keep going back to the fact you mentioned the sound. This movie reminds you of another movie.
Yeah.
You ever see Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That and also Requiem from a Dream.
I've
Um,
seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so Darren Aronofsky and Kon were slight friends. They remained in touch, and Darren has said multiple times that, this film and Satoshi Kon are huge influences on his work. Like the Requiem for a Dream, the whole bathroom scene, it is pulled from this film on purpose.
Oh.
So this movie did continue to influence a lot of people. And that's another thing that makes it really special. How many times do you get an animated anything, much less an animated film, that goes on to influence live action cinema?
Mm,
That's really cool.
there it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. What's good? What's good? Video store clerks. What's good, Chad? What's good? How you doing? How you doing? How you
What
doing, man?
up?
Yep.
Yep.
Shit, man.
Uh,
What do
but
you? Or shit. I didn't get James and Trevor. I got you guys. Oh yeah, I did. You guys
yeah,
got
9.
9.5.
Nine and a half. Yeah.
9.5. My fault. My fault. My fault. I will show you guys what we have coming up over the next couple of weeks because we do have 2 pre-records coming up for you guys to check out. And yes, I'm saying pre-records. So when these episodes do drop and we're not responding to the comments, or we're not responding to anything, it's because it is pre-records. So first, we will kick it off with Boom. Soul Station, which is a prequel of Train to Busan. If you have seen that film, if you've never seen the film, I highly recommend it. But you might as well
Yep.
watch Soul Station first and just see how well it connects. I actually want this makes me want to rewatch Train to Busan, and then we will be doing Night of the Animated Dead, which is going to be a good time. I hope. Make sure you guys tune in for that as well, though, and have some fun with us. Have some fun with us. I've never seen Phantom of Paradise.
Me either.
Oh, that's amazing. De Palma's Phantom of Paradise, one of the best music horror films ever made.
Grandizer was saying, I almost thought you were going to say the similarities between Perfect Blue and Phantom of the Paradise, but he
Phantom of
said no, way
Paradise?
way off. Is it way off, or is
No,
there a
it's not
connection?
necessarily way off. The fan idolization. A film that I'd say probably it's kind of a backwards way of it, but
Mhm.
there's this great German film from the 80s called The Fan that is a more straightforward, this is a crazy fan doing crazy things, and as far as a film that has a similarity. But no, although I will say I see a lot more of Perfect Blue in De Palma's other work, especially his pseudo giallo work. But no, yeah, definitely, Kon is I think just like so many other like young aspiring filmmakers, he's a movie nerd. So trust me, anything you see in some of these classic movies, pretty sure it was intentional.
Nice.
What did you guys think of the animation? I like the animation, except the one part that bothered me. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose. Like, is he deformed? But his right eyeball is like on the side of his head. The stalker guy. He looks so weird.
I feel like that was on purpose. I feel like that was for a reason.
Make
Honestly, I
it
loved it.
creepy.
I loved it, but I like most styles of anime, especially the old school style, because it just feels. I mean, if it's hand drawn, of course, that's the best. But it just feels so. It just feels right. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels right. I think I'm just because I'm used to it, just from watching like the anime I could say I did watch back in the days, 90s, which I know came out earlier, but Ronin Warriors, where it kind of had a very similar style to this, maybe a little older because it came out, I want to say late 80s, so maybe a little older style, but very similar style to this. So I'm so used to that kind of style to where it doesn't bother me at all. I'm sure with some, not all, but some people that are used to this newer stuff, it may bother them, but I love it. I
Oh,
really
it don't
do.
bother me, but I am spoiled by the newer shit now.
Yeah.
I appreciate the older stuff so much. You know what it is? Because it reminds me of like crayons and colored pencils, if that makes any sense. The coloring
Yeah,
versus like
your like motto is like
digital.
nostalgia. You like
Versus
it'll bring you memories.
I just love the nostalgia of it, man. Because I can think of a good time with nostalgia. Not that I can't with this newer stuff, but it's what I appreciate about that stuff and why I love that stuff so much from back in those days and back in those times, because versus now, or up with now even, it's because it's what got me started into all of this now. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to appreciate that. I have to love that because it's where I freaking started, and I don't want that to ever be out of the conversation because it's so fucking important, and it's where a lot of shit still pulls from.
I like a lot of styles. I watch
Oh
older,
hell yeah!
watch newer.
You
The
have to
movies.
though. You have to. You have to just to get a grasp of everything and just to kind of understand where certain things come from and appreciate and enjoy where certain things come from. And shit, sometimes you're like, holy shit, that older thing is better, or holy shit, this newer way is so much better.
Well, there's like 90% of when they take an anime and they make it live action,
Oh,
it bombs. It's trash.
I
The
Like
worst
the
one,
Netflix Death Note.
there's that.
Oh,
Then there's I don't know if you guys seen Dragon Ball,
Dragon
no.
Ball Evolution.
not watched that.
the evolution, the live action. Oh my god, it's so bad. So
I
bad.
refuse. I refuse. Unless we review it, I refuse.
What's up, horror with Nads?
That's a punishment movie.
Horror with Nads.
Good
I
name.
appreciate you
What
stopping
up,
in.
Ned?
Appreciate it.
What-
Appreciate it. How's it going? How's it
I like
going?
the name.
We're just wrapping up discussing Perfect Blue. Now we're talking about some randomness. Having some fun though.
Mhm.
Yeah, this whole anime thing got me on such a big kick. I mean, I just got through Solo Leveling. I started One Piece. I'm like
Solo
15 episodes in. I stood up
Wait a minute.
all.
You watched season 1 and 2 of Solo Leveling?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
started it
good.
again to watch it with the dubbed version, so in English instead of with the subtitles. So I'm watching that. I just stood up last night and watched all of Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh
I've
wow.
been on a fucking kick. I started My Hero again. I'm on season 2, like episode 2 or 3.
I watched all those.
See, and again, making me want
Oh,
to.
and then I just before starting the podcast, sorry, the Boondocks. I'm like
Oh,
5
shit.
episodes
Yo,
into the Boondocks.
that is amazing. That is amazing. I need to. I've so many fucking animes. I said I was gonna. I still haven't started one yet, and I'm gonna start one soon. People, I promise. I promise. I promise. And you know what? Fuck it. Because James watched it. Because Worst Damn Gamer watched it. I'm gonna start out. And Horror Nets just said Solo Leveling was amazing, so I guess I'll start with Solo Leveling
Bro,
Dude,
as
you
far as
got
getting to
him.
this
You
anime
got
deep
him,
dive.
man.
'Cause I just want to just hit play and go. Hit play and
the,
go.
the
Hit
dub
play.
version is slightly different than the
Mhm.
anime as far as what they say, but it's still about
I,
the same.
it's almost about the same, but I like the sub. I like reading it. I like
Yeah.
the Asian dialect, the voices better than the
But
Yeah.
dub.
the
Dub, they
American
make
voice
up.
actors
He's
are
a
good.
young kid. He's a
The
young
American
kid.
voice actors are just as good as the
No, they are. It's just it's weird for his voice though. He's young, really young, and he's earning money to help his mother. And in the dub version, they
he's
gave him a deep voice.
25.
They
He's
gave
like
him a deep
24,
voice, like
25.
he's like 50, like he's in his 40s. I'm like, God damn! I was like, you should have eased up on that voice actor a little bit, make him sound a little bit younger.
Sound a little younger.
Yeah,
Sound a little
but
younger.
but
I'm
yeah, he's
telling you, bro.
25, but not when he first started.
Yeah.
Fair,
But you got,
James.
yeah, you definitely got to watch that, Aaron.
Bro.
Season 1, even season 1, you're gonna go through like what the hell, but then season 2, I mean season 1, you're gonna go through it like, oh my god, season 2 ramps up.
Yeah. The first 4 episodes of season 1, you're just gonna be like, holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
so
gore
this
and
is
the
the Solo
blood and
Leveling
the
show.
Ugh.
Horror Nads, I greatly appreciate you subbing to my channel. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now,
Welcome.
you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Not only do we come on here every Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern time and review some films, but Fridays and Saturdays at 10 and 11, I'm gaming and I'm terrified because we're playing Phasmophobia, and we're actually gonna be diving into that tonight
That
at 10
still makes
o'clock.
me laugh
Yep.
how scared you are.
From Phasmophobia, and it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time. Worst Damn Gamer is gonna be there with me. We have some
Yep.
2 others that are gonna be there with us, having a grand old time. So hopefully you can tune in for that. And Horror Nights, let us know what you do on your channel as well, because I'd love to we work together, do something down the road or something. Come hop on and review a movie with us. It'd be a great freaking time. Love to get other point of views on these films that we like to discuss.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're gonna be getting some Phasmophobia, like I said, tonight at 10 o'clock. I can't wait for that. I cannot. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. I'm gonna be prepared for it. I'm gonna be scared for it. You guys know how I roll. You guys
Will he
know.
get another jump scare where he almost falls out of the seat?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that you know, it works for me tonight because if I get terrified, if I get scared, that's great. But I also want to successfully like get through a map, get through and get all the ghosts, figure out what the ghost is at the very least. At the very least. We're gonna be successful tonight.
So
We're gonna be
do
terrified.
you play in the dark and you have your wife hiding behind you, laying down?
No, I can't because I gotta be seen on the stream, so I have to have these lights on, unfortunately.
No, okay, some like I understand, but you still play alone or is your wife back there? You're like, no, someone gotta be in the
Oh,
room
she's
in case the
downstairs.
boogeyman gets me.
She's downstairs. She can go. She'll come up if she wants to chill, but that doesn't stop me from jumping. If
Bro.
that's what you're thinking.
The
As a matter
dogs
of
coming in
as a
have
matter, yo,
fucked
as a
with
matter
me.
of fact, the oh shit video is the one she was sitting right behind me.
That's
She
hilarious.
was sitting right. Yo,
You
listen,
probably scared the shit out of her.
she was asleep. I did. She woke up mad confused and shit. That shit was so fucking funny though.
What would you do in the middle of it? Like you're playing the game, you're up there in the attic, you're playing, and the fucking your power just went out. Would you freak out?
Probably.
The hunt just started. It was chasing you, and then your electricity goes out. Everything
Yeah,
goes black.
that'd be so funny.
I would lose my fucking mind.
I want this. I want the game so bad to play it. But
Listen,
listen, I tallied it up. I would have
man.
to spend $700.
Yeah.
The
I'm
game.
just saying. Oh my god! This is the type of stuff you're gonna. I deal
Oh
with.
shit! Oh
I'm just
my
saying.
god!
I'm just saying.
Did he get you? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He got
As
me.
soon as I started going up to them damn steps, I tried to.
That shit's hilarious.
That was playing with my cousin. That was a terrifying time for me.
Oh,
That was a terrifying time for me. And
man.
Cover hard
You-
genre. Okay.
Son
Last of
of,
Us, Stranger Things.
and
Oh,
currently covering The Last of Us and Stranger
Oh,
Things.
very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
beautiful.
That's awesome. Having a great time with both of those shows, both of those
Mhm.
series. I can't wait for Stranger Things to come back. I wish it was something that they could have kind of got done like together, kind of, and got it wrapped up sooner. Just because these kids grow like fucking trees. Like they started
Yeah, I
at like
know.
what, 12 years old. Now they're like 35 years old and shit with a family. I'm like,
Exactly.
yo, like let's get this all going through when they're young still, and just
I
it's a
want to know
great
how they're gonna fix that. Is there going to be a time skip? Because if they just they left off, if it continues right there, they're way older
yeah, yeah. It's been a
than
few
they left
years.
off on.
We'll see. We'll see.
So
The mortuary assistant. Is that a 4-player game
Never
that's
heard of
kind of
that
like
one.
a oh, I'm trying to think. I believe I played that before. I believe I played that before, somewhat with my brother, because there's a few of them, right? It's kind of it's an anthology, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
is
like
that
a
on a
Nazi
computer?
game.
It's on the PS5. It's on the PlayStation. It's
Oh,
on the
that game.
PlayStation. I believe it's
Okay.
on the
I mean,
Xbox
that would
and
be
all them
interesting.
systems. But it's oh nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Let's connect. Let's connect.
Very true.
Because that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, 18. Okay, 18 months.
18 months skip
They go they
forward to 85.
they age 5 years and 3 feet tall. More
Yeah.
height.
Yeah, they have to do something, right? They have to do something, right?
The one dude, the boy, he's gonna come back. He's tall as fuck now. If you've seen him, you're like,
All of
what
them,
the
man.
hell?
They're like fucking. They grow like trees. They grow
Yeah.
like trees.
But I can't wait for it. It's the final season. I want to see what they do,
Same here.
how they end this shit. So
What I'm hoping is with Stranger Things is and with The Last of Us is once these shows are all said and done, that I can go back and watch them and enjoy every single season that they've produced, that they've dropped. That's what I'm really hoping for, because I like to go back and watch them shits. But we'll see what the fuck happens. And again, please tune in at 10 o'clock tonight, either on my channel or on Worst Damn Gamer's channel, and we will be terrified. We
I'll
will
get
be
2
terrified.
laptops and watch both at the same time.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Definitely, definitely. Yes, reach out and have a dope stream. We'll definitely collab and we'll definitely be showing you some
Awesome.
love.
Yeah, have
Have
a
a
good
great
night,
one.
man.
I might
But
have
yeah,
to go have some coffee so I can game like this.
yeah, you may have to. You may have to. But yes, again, make sure you guys check out Worst Damn Gamers tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Make sure you guys check out Sturdo Vision. Yes, the name is Sturdo Vision now on the streaming platforms. Podcast is still Horror Research 30, of course, but make sure you check us out tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be having a great, great time streaming. And of course, make sure you check out Ambassador Media. He's eventually gonna have some new content out there, don't worry, but he still has a lot of stuff for you guys to listen to and enjoy.
Yes,
of
and
course,
don't worry, I did not have a stroke. It just was a pretty crazy neurodivergent night. When I said I fell down a rabbit hole, and you watch something that is like one of the few movies that super excites you in a long time. So yeah,
Yeah.
you had a
I
good time.
apologize.
Oh no,
No.
you're good.
All good.
No need to apologize. No need to apologize, Professor. No need to apologize at all. And of course, you have James here with us, who's going to be back with us Saturday live on Popcorn and Pints. Probably saying some crazy ass shit about these awesome movies. Enter the Dragon has nothing to do with
No,
Cisco. I promise.
I
Has
can't
nothing to do
unless
with
Chris
Cisco.
triggers me. There shouldn't be nothing crazy to say about these movies
He's
because these
going
movies
to
are.
try to trigger you. You know he's going to try to trigger you.
Mm.
I'm going to play Enter the Dragon before we even get started, just to help him. And Ninja Assassin as well, as we'll be reviewing, which is a very awesome, awesome violent film. Awesome
Mhm.
fights. Awesome fights. But check us out next Thursday on the pre-record of Horror Research 30. Yes, I said the pre-record. And check us out on the live gaming tonight. With that being said, I'll see you in your nightmares. Have a great night.
Peace.
Peace.